Good morning. We are currently live. We've got the album art here. This is backwards and it's been tripping me
Good
out
morning.
all morning. Shut up me.
We are
Shut up me. I don't want to hear me there. I just want to have me paused. And I want to pop out chat. And I'm going to shrink this. We're going to be golden there. I'm still going to have it live here so that way I can see if we get taken down or not. Because I'll be listening to an album today. So there's a huge potential for copyright to strike, as it's one to do. But we're going to be listening to the new Beach House album, Once Twice Melody. I haven't done a listening party in so long. The last one I did was at Ed, Edd n Eddy one on that shitposty album, and that's still live because it's like an indie project. But this is a big, beefy production here. Beach House dropped a double album in the form of Once Twice Melody, and I intended to cover it in the listening log. But by the time I was really rounding out my listening for the month, it just kept standing there like this monolithic presence. I listened to the title track, the first song, and I was like, no, we're going to do a reaction stream to this. Because I haven't done a reaction stream in a while. I am pretty stoked to hear this album. I know it's been getting a lot of praise. And the first song was incredible. It was such a good song. And we're gonna re-listen to it. We're gonna listen to the album in its full entirety in a one sitting. Like my other listening parties, I'll stop it. I'll talk about the songs. I'll reflect on moments. You'll just see the reaction happen. It is a reaction stream. And we're just gonna jump into it. We're gonna dive on in. We're gonna start Once Twice Melody, the title track, the first song, and an absolute vibe. I came in too early. This the whole time. So good. So lush. I love it. God, it's so good. So good. It's weird how this is actually kind of the middle of the frame. It's like slightly off, but it's pretty close. I guess I could make the middle of the frame. Could I? No. Actually, I could. I don't know. I don't feel like doing that. This song is great. Very vintage length fade out. But I really liked that song. I thought it was fantastic. Like, the fact that even on first listen, last time, I was already singing the chorus, like, as it was coming in. Like, it's just such an infectious tune. It's got such great production. And it's an example of, like, what I would consider a great show-stopping intro. Like, regardless of how the rest of the album sounds, that's how you open a record. That's just an incredible opening tune. It's very good. I'm going to change this around. I'm trying to... Hold on, let me pan this up just a little bit. Because I want to get another chair in here, because this one's very noisy. This old dog has been around for a long time, and I want it to retire for a minute. I want it to chill out. I've been sitting on it a lot. I'm going to get a different chair that I can sit down with you guys and listen to this album with. So I'll be back in just a second. That's like a gold star tune now. That is very much a gold star tune. Such a good album. Starter. A good starter, I should say. The next song on the album is called Superstar. It's a 6-minute jaunt. We're gonna get into that. The song Superstar. Yeah, it's very calm. Such a good, just mid-tempo. Very lofty, floaty feeling. Texturing in the synths and stuff. It's good. That's perfection. Welcome to the stream, Caleb. Great. This is stupendous. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. That didn't even feel like 6 minutes. They did such a good job at constructing each piece and building upon them so very well. That was an incredible song. Like every textured addition, like when those last set of synths came in, before they did like the whole reverse drop where the drums pull out and fade in, was so good. And everything they added built to the very, serene experience they were crafting. The lyrics had this like dream style approach. There was a lot of images of dreams and very outlandish things, and I appreciated that. That was a well constructed tune. That was a great song. It was a great jam. I appreciated it a lot. It was really, really good. Pink Funeral is the next song on the album. Just gonna let it fade into it. Some theatricality there in the fade in. That's beautiful. The song is called Pink Funeral. So, you know, it's gonna sound a little grim. Oh my god. Okay. Hell yeah. I like these swells. These like little waves in the background. They honestly add a lot. I like this song, but I feel like I don't like the breakdowns as much as I do the resolves of them. You know what I mean? I like all of these moments, and I love the sonic palette of this. I really love that drum loop. That's a fun drum loop. And I love this chorus. This chorus is great. That's so good. That's so pretty. That's so good. Oh my god. Oh, that fun little soloing there. It's great. So, That might have been my least favorite song thus far, but I didn't hate it. I just thought some of the parts of it were a little dodgy. You know, the breakdowns would essentially were kind of like the verses for the first, especially the second verse. It just felt really clunkily placed in there, but the resolve at the end of it, the like transitional flourishments they did every time were great. You know, it gave me kind of this, and the title track kind of gave me the same vibes. It almost feels like 70s melodrama, but it's done really, really well. It's done very, very well. I appreciate the sonic palette these two are playing with on here, and I just like this, like the overall sonic palette of this full stop so far. I love the drums of that. I thought that it was cool for them to kind of evoke this sort of funeral vibe, but in a beach house sort of way. I liked it. I thought it was good. It's still just it was my least favorite thing I've heard so far. But we'll see if that trend goes back up on Through Me. Oh, that's beautiful. That's so soothing. That low end. Oh, love it. I like that. The production on that riff in the background is gargantuan. I love it. We'll say the drums on this might be my least favorite component of the song, and I'll talk about why at the end. But that's beautiful. And the way that like her voice like echoes, almost like she's singing down a hallway and the waves are like shrinking. It's beautiful. Like it's the synths in the background that are just harmonizing with it, but I love it. So good, so pretty, such a good synth selection by these guys. The drums fit better here than they did in the rest of the song. I like them here. I like it. That's good. That fits. That fits. so, like, that's so pretty. That's so well constructed. Okay. That was great. That's also the end of the first disc of the album. I'm going to use this time to take a little 5-minute break. But before I do that, not even 5 minutes, I'm just going to refill on my liquids so that I can, keep talking. But that was great. That was a really good song. What I mentioned before about the drums, so the first half of the song felt like it was trying to channel like a vintage, almost bossa nova feel. And I feel like a drum pattern, or at least a drum loop, that was more indicative of that style, I felt like would have felt better in that first half. But then in the second half, once the drop happens and the drums come back in, that drum groove fits that section perfectly, and it matches the texturing that they tackle in the back half of the song so very well. I just kind of wish that was the only thing I didn't really like about the first half. But like every time the drums dropped and the strings just swelled and the synths just washed over you, it was incredible. It was such a good reverse drop. I really liked it. And then that drop at the end with the other beat, dude, that was great. That was so good. I appreciated that a lot. And this first disc was great. It was fantastic. While I had issues with certain components of songs, I didn't hate any of these songs at all. I thought it was so good. The lyrics, what I'm pulling from them, I really like as well. I know that this album's got a lot more going on, and it's got a lot of ambition behind it. So I'd like to sit down and actually like read through the lyrics and kind of dissect the themes that the group are tackling on here. But I like what I'm hearing so far. I think that it's very, very good. And I'm going to grab some more liquids in the form of water and coffee. Because your man's got creamer again. So I'm back on the coffee binge. My second cup of coffee. We gotta get some more coffee going, huh? Don't talk to me till I've had my 6 cups of coffee, huh? Somebody no context hears that. Is he okay? He's drinking 6 cups of coffee in there. He's a flip-flapping madman. How in the hell can he do that? Well, my dear friends, it's simple. I just consume it. It's not coffee. It's not much coffee in hindsight. Yeah, I appreciated the hell out of that first half, man, or that first fourth, man. I really, God, I'm excited to hear what's next. Runaway is the next song. We got a nice, decent, chill stretch for the next couple of songs. There's only one track that's over 5 minutes in the next stretch. But I'm curious to hear how it's going to sound, because I guarantee it's going to be like a great payoff moment or something like that, This is great. This is a good time. I'm liking this album a lot. I think it's really, really good. I think it's a great, great vibe. I forgot I'm getting a lot of coffee. So it's going to be pouring for a minute. Might as well use this time to get some water, am I right? Gotta get my creamer anyway, so what a perfect time. Here, there. Yikes. Almost dropped my creamer. Bringing the water, dropping it off, getting the coffee. Get in the coffee. Fill me with caffeine. Fill me with caffeine. Fill me with caffeine. I am a caffeine fiend. And I will not be stopped. I'm gonna drink my caffeine. Till the day that I drop, I just love my caffeine. It's charming because it's a song, but it's honestly a really serious subject matter. All right, let's hop into the second disc. We're going to hop into disc 2 with Runaway. Okay. Hello, Animal Collective. That's not nice to say. That's good. You guys, if you guys didn't know, I love me some arpeggiated synths. I've kind of got a song series based on it, so I'm loving the fuck out of this. So good. That's really good. Ooh. Oh. That's so good. That's fantastic. Oh my god. That's so good. It's a great refrain too. That's great. Oh, that's perfect. I'm reading the lyrics just because I want to actually like absorb that. God, this song was incredible. Loved the imagery, like the lyrics talking about the razor blades and the runaway. They like they just the way it melded so well with this sonic palette was incredible. The way it melded with these synths, these like sharp dancing synths. That was a great song. That was incredible. I love that a lot. That was a superb tune. Very in love with this album by and large so far, but that is a definite standout for me. Loved it a lot. Such a good groove. Great synthetics in the beginning. Those arpeggios, man. They work so well, and they kind of pair well with the image of a runaway, of somebody running away, of somebody, almost being hunted. It was a great tune. It was a great song. The next one is called ESP. Fade into it. Oh, hell yes. Bringing up the lyrics so that I can read them again. So smooth. So lush. This is such a good pair. Yeah, I like this. Such just a great sway, and it kind of matches the lyrics that they're singing about from the perspective of having like ESP or like having that sort of connection. It's a beautiful use of like this reverb soaked sway. This is really, really good. I will say the string usage on this album has been incredible. I've really appreciated their use of swells and how they enhance their synthetic textures. It is true serenity in like the best way. And this song, with sort of definitely a POV of somebody with ESP, like a lot of the imagery and the lyrics, I liked that. That was great. That was such a good song. Not my favorite. It's not as good as Runaway or like Once Twice Melody, but it is still a very good song on the album. I like it maybe more than Superstar for sure, and more than Through Me and Pink Funeral. That was a beautiful song. Really really well written as well. I like that a lot. The like underlying paranoia of it, and in some parts with the serenity behind it, just paired really well. We're gonna go into New Romance now. That's the name of the next song. It's gonna fade. Ooh. Oh, that's great! Oh my god, that's so good. God, that's so pretty. That's so good. That's so layered. That's layered so very well. Yes. It's gone. And then it's gone. And then it's gone. It just dips back. Perfect. So good. The song just dances around. It almost begs you to dance. Wow. Incredible song. What's the way to get Johnny to really like your music? Oh, just have well-produced drums with arpeggiated synths in the background? You got it, buddy. No, that was... I mean, yeah. Both of those components were easily some of my favorites and some of the best uses of them I've heard on the album so far. I really liked the beginning of Runaway, but that was so good. That was so good. And the bridge with the way that the lyrics were really going back and forth with the echo delay, incredible. I liked that a lot. That was a really good song. And again, what I was listening through in the lyrics felt like it was sort of pairing well with some of the themes seen on, like, not necessarily Through Me, but kind of. I'm picking up on some of the thematics of, like, loss, love in a relationship and stuff like that. Or just the perspective of reflecting on that. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. That was really good. And if I'm wrong about what that song's about, then, you know, it is a reaction stream. But, yeah, we're gonna close out the second disc with Over and Over, but I really liked that. New Romance, that's a high entry track for me, or like high praise, high top of the best. I don't know what I'm saying. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Stellar stuff. I need to get Beach House on vinyl. For how much synth music I have, I don't have them, any of their stuff, which is a shame, because I love Beach House, so. Imagine if somebody clicked on the stream at that moment. It just immediately dipped. They were like, ah, Sunman! Klaatu's son! What are you doing? rising in the background. It's so good. It's so good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I didn't even need the synth, the splash. That worked so well. That was great. That arpeggiating almost harpsichord in the background is beautiful. She sang "At Ease" there, over and over, "At Ease." It changed every time. Okay, gotcha. That might be my favorite song so far. That was incredible. Oh, it's so good. That's so good. That is a superb song. God damn. Yeah, I like that a lot. That was a hell of a way to close out the second disc too. That's so good. Such a great song. Again, I liked a lot of where it was going, like how it evolved. I love that drum loop, man. That drum loop was so good. And it kind of felt like a build up from, or a payoff from where a lot of the album was going, up to that point. That, like, at least especially in the second disc, that was great. That was so good. That was so calming. That was so peaceful. And those synth choices, again, golly, fucking incredible stuff. And that comeback of the over and over, just, it carried the song's momentum even farther. You know, this is again a great way to write like a long song without making it feel like it's length. Like they had reverse drops and they had things come in at just the best moments to keep the listener engaged, to keep them, you know, settling in the pocket. You know, that was incredible. I liked that a lot. And that was a great way to end the second disc. Again, that's easily might be one of my favorite songs we've heard thus far. Like, if I were ranking the songs that we've heard thus far, at the bottom would probably be Pink Funeral, then Through Me, then Superstar, then New Romance, then Once Twice Melody, Runaway, Over and Over. Yeah. That's probably how we do it. So far, how we do it, because that was Over and Over. That was a good song. That was such a great send off. That was a great drive into the sunset type vibe. You know what I mean? Which is great because the next song is called Sunset. But yeah, that was really good. That was really, really good. We're gonna cruise into it though. We're gonna cruise through over and over into sunset. Final Fantasy VII startup song. Never mind, there's guitars. It's very calming. It's very good. I like that. That felt like an intro. That felt like the start of something else, but it was a beautiful one at that. You know, I really liked how lush this really was. Like the minimal percussion was a nice change of pace, and I liked that a lot. That was a nice breather into something else. It evoked a sunset sonically. You know, I liked that a lot. That was beautiful, pure beauty. And a hell of a way to kick off this next part. It's actually right into Only You Know. Ooh. really putting the beach in Beach House, guys. That's... oh. That's great. That's great. Morning, Pimp! We're listening to Beach House. So good. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. We're matching the energy of this song right now. I really like the drum groove of this. This is great. How are you doing this morning, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm on my second cup of coffee. We're in the second half of this album. That's fantastic. Nice. Glad to hear it, man. Oh, it's good, man. I've been having a great time with it so far. This isn't even one of the best songs I've heard on it so far, but it's great. Oh my god! So good. So good. This might be my least favorite part of the song. This stretch right here. Yeah, no, the synth choices on this album have been pristine, my guy. Yeah. Very dreamy. Very, very dreamy. Oh, man. That was delightful. That was very delightful. I will say there were moments of that it was kind of like what I went through when I was listening to Through Me, the end of the first disc. There's just moments that I think are kind of haphazardly placed or just don't work as well as the collective track. Pink Funeral was the same way. I like this more than those songs, though, because that drop in the chorus, those swells, it's so layered in the best way, and the synth choice is top tier. It's definitely, like, out of the leaner tracks, I don't think it's as tight as Runaway or New Romance, or doesn't have any moments that are, like, as good as those so far. But I liked that a lot. I thought that was really good. The chorus was great. The chorus was pretty. The melody, the vocal melody was great. Yeah, I liked that. That was a quality tune. Again, I don't know if it'd be near my favorite, but I liked it a lot. And a whole lot of this back half of this album is actually a lot more lean than the first half. Like, there's no song that's like an over and over length or like a superstar, which is kind of interesting. You'd think that they would at least add something else like that, but I don't know. I'm not Beach House, so I didn't make this album. We're going to go to Another Go Around. Is that the next song? Another Go Around, yep. Hi! Wow! You're hugging that mic right now. I love it. It actually kind of scared me a little bit. I was settled into the groove and I was like, whoa! Hello! I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the build-up to come back in. Kind of matches the sway from like Sunset pretty well. Ooh, so smooth. So smooth. How do I have delay? How do I have like, how am I having buffering issues when it's just my webcam? That's messed up. At least it did on my end. It could have just been my computer. I have a delay on the feed, so I can make sure if I go down, I can restart it really fast. That was nice. I was looking at the lyrics because they sounded like they were kind of lending to some of the themes on the album, and they are to a handful of tracks. You know, because I talked a bit about how the album does have these sort of discussions of reflection on like relationships and stuff, but it also kind of pairs well with Pink Funeral. Pink Funeral being inspired by the movie, like the same book that Black Swan was inspired by. It's that same thing, but it also kind of lends to some of the themes that the album has going on. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Again, Not my favorite song that I've heard so far, but another great, just soft, dreamy, textured song. I like that. That was great. And again, further lyrically throttling the themes of the record really, really well. Let's go into Masquerade. Ooh. Hello. Okay. I see you. Beach House. That's such a cool synth tone. Very dark. Oh yeah, you guys know I'm into this groove. Not quite anymore. Those synth tones, though, very similar. I like that synth tone. It's very cold. And that drum production is great! Oh, you do? What does it have to be about? The groove on this is killer, dude. For a second. I don't know what this is. Well, that sucks. Of course, man. This is so good, man. This is fantastic. This is such a good groove, man. Got me putting the suit jacket back on. This is so good. I can see why it would need to be by yourself if it's homework for you. It's just interesting to have a podcast be the assignment that's one person. That was great. That was incredible. This fade is beautiful. God, that's just so good. That was a killer tune, man. That was so good. The synths were great. The beat was throttling. The hook fit in the pocket so perfectly. It evoked a masquerade of its own sorts, you know? I liked that a lot. That was a great song. Best song of the back half so far. Like, easily. Fantastic song. Really carried the groove back up, because the last couple songs have been sitting in this sort of more ambient realm. You know, Only You Know had a groove to it, but even it wasn't as, like, well harnessed as this, man. That was great. Now we're going to go to Illusion of what? Illusion of Forever. That's the next song that we're getting to. Let's have this fade into it. Ooh. This is also closing out the third disc. Well, that'll at least help. I like this. This is great. That sucks. Let's get creative. Beautiful. Beautiful song. Love that acoustic guitar coming in. Sure, why not? Oh, that's for my fight stick. There's a cable there. Oh, same. If it's done well, same. Oh, for sure. Like this. It's a great example of it being done well. So, there's a line in this song, and I was looking for it on Genius while it was playing, because it's such a beautiful line that evokes the themes of the track itself perfectly. I can't believe in nothing just yet. Just that forlorn hope. That, given the name of the song and some of the other sort of, lines in the track feels like false hope, blind hope. And I love how they evoke that so perfectly with the sonic palette. And I love, like we were talking about, I love the integration of that acoustic guitar in the background as the song evolves. That was a great song. That was such a well-constructed song. Yeah, I liked that. I liked that a hell of a lot. I'm always down for a well-constructed Bleak song. And that is a well-constructed Bleak song. It's very sad. But I liked it. Very, very ethereal lyrics. That was a good, and that was a good way to close out the third disc. Because we're in the final stretch now. We're in the last 5 songs of the album. But this was really, really good. Like, this disc might have been my least favorite so far. It closes out strong, and I liked Sunset well enough. But I don't think I like it as much as disc 2 or disc 1. And again, if I were ranking the songs as I've heard them, it's still probably, I don't know, it's probably Only You Know, Pink Funeral, Through Me, Only You Know, Sunset, Superstar, ESP, Illusion of Forever, Once Twice Melody, New Romance, Masquerade, Once Twice Melody, and Runaway, and Over and Over. I know it was a lot of words just thrown at you. That's how I'd rank it so far. Let's go ahead and fly into the last 5 songs, starting with Finale. It's fading still from... Ooh. Hello. Feels like a reinvention of like 2012 indie. Which they were a part of, so. Love that background, like, texturing. It's really nice. It's what evokes that, like, almost 2012 reinvention. So I like this, but it's on the lower end of the spectrum of me liking it. It's all right, but I don't like it as much as some of the other songs we've heard so far. I like it though. That drum groove is untouchable, and the pads that they're using are great. So I know what they were trying to do with this song, because it's something that they've done a handful of times on the album with, like, the quiet drop. But I don't think it was executed as well on that song, and I think it's partially because I didn't like that lead, that synth lead, as much as other ones they've done. I liked it, and it warmed up to me by the end of the song. Hi, babe. Rachel's in chat, hanging out. I feel like what would have set that song over the top for me would have been like an actual drop, because the way that those drums were building up, those fills, it would have done with a good drop, a good impact to enhance those icy leads that they were throttling with this song. You know, I could tell it was trying to evoke the same sort of thematic feeling that like Sunset gave on at the beginning of the second track, or of the second or the third disc, and how Runaway entered the second disc. But I don't think it's quite as strong of a start. It's still a solid tune. I liked it, but it was definitely on the lower end of what I liked about the album. Let's go into The Bells, the next song. Are you on lunch, babe? Yeah, you're probably on lunch. Hello. Nice.
There's just something about you when I look up at the stars.
Nice. That's pretty.
There's a road between us, nothing to be found. And that is what took us the other way around.
Hello. I hope you had a nice lunch. Hope you're having a nice afternoon, babe.
Something somebody told me, think the plane is going down. You can't take it with you, so let me buy you the next round. Whenever you were driving, I put my feet up on the dash. I'd imagine stories about everywhere we pass.
I was looking up the lyrics to the song again.
The cars, the bars, the lies, the girls and bars, the superstars.
Hey, that's the song of the album.
Are like the bells, they ring out.
I love you too, Rachel.
Say
I love you too.
maybe one day you'll hear them singing. You step outside and they'll be ringing.
Thanks, Brady.
The cars, the bars, the lies, the girls and
something you like, even if it's something you've made content on, your professor redoing content academically isn't. I don't think it's a frowned upon practice. You know, it's something that you're passionate about. That's the assignment. Do a podcast on Mastodon, since when we talked about it, it didn't quite come together as well. Maybe it'll come together better solo. That was good. That was a nice song. That was a nice swaying tune. I dug that. I liked the lyrics of the song a lot, actually. I liked the imagery. Almost reminded me of Runaway. That's why I kind of Oh, I would kill that assignment. That would be fantastic if I did. You mean what my friend does on the daily with his content? I liked that though. That was a good song. That was a fun tune. Again, it evoked some of the other themes, or some of the other. It reminded me of some of the other tracks on the record. It almost felt like an extension of that song. I don't know if it is. But just the talking of can't living without you, which Runaway kind of had this fawning for somebody else that was gone. And then Superstars being a track about failed stardom. It just kind of, it mirrored some of the lyrics that cropped up earlier on the album, some of the themes. And I really appreciated it. That was a good song. That was a very good song, in my opinion. The next one is called Hurts to Love. Oh, hello. That organ.
Looking out at the wide, wide world, it's a land full of boys and girls. There's a lot of bad things out there. When they're down and they just don't care. You've gotta imagine nature. If it hurts to love,
Ooh. I like that.
better do it anyway. A friend of mine is a friend of yours. It's a gift, but it's always a curse to go without it.
That's good.
You gotta ride from that heart. It's the thing that takes you apart. It's gotta come from somewhere.
So I will say this, and I haven't paused the song to talk about something, but I wanna expressively mention this. This song does what a couple of tracks on the album has done, and that it's integrated its initial synths, which are a little abrasive at the start, perfectly with where the song eventually develops to. And like the organs in this were very sharp, but once they introduced the other sonic elements, like the vocals and the drums really started to meld into the production, it all kind of fit together like a puzzle. And I really love that. I really love that a lot. It works really well in this song.
If it hurts to love you, should I
It's got me wanting to move again. Such shimmery arpeggios. I love it.
if it hurts to love?
I liked it a lot. I thought it was great.
If it hurts too much, then I loved you anyway.
love it. So good. That switch up in the chorus. It was a delightful song. Another great groove, great chorus. That synth switch up in the chorus, superb stuff, man. And that chorus is catchy. Both the pre-chorus and the chorus were catchy. There was a lot of catchy moments in that tune. It was a good bop. It was a sad bop, and I liked it a lot. It was a great sad bop. Great flourishments, really pretty shimmery arpeggios. I liked it a lot. That was a great tune. And that drum groove, that kineticism, was just harnessed so well in a good pocket. And again, it did what I mentioned like halfway through the song, where it kind of melded some of the more abrasive textures or some of the more lower fi textures perfectly with the sonic palette and smoothing it out in a great way. That was great. The next song, the penultimate tune, Many Nights. After this fades out a little more. Also, what's your podcast going to be about? Is yours going to be about your thoughts on the Batman? Reading the lyrics again. Again, another very pretty song in the back half of this album. And it's a good way for a penultimate album of this style to like lull the listener, especially after a good bop. That sequencing is really nice. my god! That background swell just creeps in and it's like, hello. It's so good. That's fantastic. That's so good. That's so good. God damn. That was beautiful. And also, like, lyrically, because I was looking through the lyrics and I was like, I was really wanting to know, because, again, it felt like it was evoking similar vibes, and it was. It almost felt like, again, the dreamlike atmosphere and the minimalism to it all kind of lended to this album feeling like a dream, a reflection back, you know? Especially when they said Many Nights by Your Side, Stars Above, so it felt like a prelude to a lot of what the albums had going on, you know, in a dreamlike state. I like that a lot. That was really, really good. That was a beautiful, again, a great penultimate lull, or a great penultimate come down, you know, a good sort of come down from the climax. It was great. And I'm sure it bleeds really well into the last song of the album, Modern Love Stories. Is it stories or songs? Modern Love Stories. Oh, yeah. Fade into the fade. I like this drum pattern. It's good. So good. So good. Oh. Beautiful. They're beautiful. The strings are beautiful, man. Oh, God. It's filthy. So good. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Ooh. Such a serene experience with a little more scope. I like that. That's the way to do a finale. So that was incredible. And that was Once Twice Melody. That was a fantastic record. That was such a good album. Like, I am excited to spin this more and really kind of attune myself and, like, really settle into the themes a bit more intimately. But, like, this was a superb experience, you know? So, I feel like, and I've kind of brought this upon myself, whenever albums release that are double albums or, like, beefy experiences, and I've been guilty of it, I'll immediately kind of think about it in terms of, like, a redacted sense. How can I take their ambitious goals and cut them down to size? And I don't want to permeate that as, like, a permanent mood, because, like, I don't hate double albums. I don't hate long records. I feel like if a record is long and done well, it's a hell of an experience, you know? And this is a great example of one that accomplishes that. You know, this album is so well put together. Do I love every song equally? No, but it is an incredible experience that these guys have pulled together. You know, I like a lot of this album. I like its pacing. I think its sequencing is fantastic. I think its thematics and its writing, like in the last song when it was talking about the beginning is the end is the beginning, or the beginning is the end, or the end is the beginning to the end. Fit, because the last song felt like a flashback dream sequence into a modernization, or into where it is in the present day almost, with the last song. I thought it was great, well executed, and a great example of how to carry a lot of weight sonically, how to use your ambition and channel something fantastic. This album is so good. It is so very good. Like, I appreciated the hell out of this, and I loved the sonic palette. I loved the production in general. There were some pockets where I felt like they sort of stumbled, but they picked themselves up gracefully. They never outright fell on their face on this project, you know? Whether it was a transition from a verse to a chorus, a synth being melded into the overall pocket better, you know? Overall, sonically and seemingly lyrically, with how they keep utilizing and bringing back these themes throughout the project, it's just so well articulated, and I like this project a lot. This was a great time, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, listening to it. I haven't done a listening party in a long time. I'll have edited, hopefully, if I can salvage the VOD, I'll have edited or cropped this section and put it sort of as the video for today, and I'm going to find a way to salvage all of it and put it up on the Patreon, which is what I wanted to do with the Chris Brown one that I did back in the day, but I never got the chance to do. But I'd love to actually keep this and put it on the Patreon for my patrons to just, if they missed it, see what they missed out on. Because Brady's here, he's hanging out, he's having a great time. He's talking about his podcast, his assignments. It was a good time. This is a great stream. But this album is fantastic. You know, I really love how catchy it is at points. You know, tracks like Once Twice Melody, Pink Funeral, Over and Out Over is catchy as hell. Only You Know's chorus was good. Masquerade's chorus was good. You know, it was catchy. It was a great melding of bops and kinetically driven synthetics amidst psychedelic washes of synthesizers and melding with acoustics. You know, this is a well-constructed record. And I could see me ranking it very high, or rating it very highly, when I actually sit down to review it. But as far as how to do an ambitious album, this is that. Like, this did not feel like an hour and a half. This is breezed through its runtime. A lot of its bolder song choice, or bolder song lengths, were well harnessed. This is an incredible package. I liked some of the meldings of traditional percussive patterns, like on Pink Funeral, really, really well. And I think on Through Me, the end of that song, Runaway was fantastic in how it did that as well. Over and Over. I can't stop coming back to Over and Over. That song was truly transcendental. That was euphoric with how much it built upon itself and how it just kept pushing the listener into different avenues or shifting them ever so slightly. You know, it danced with the listener. You know, there were a handful of tracks that utilized a good sway. ESP, the sway in that tune, and how well its sonic palette matched its lyrics of being a psychic, you know, and having this uneasement amidst that. This is A great song, dude. Or great album. Great songs too, though. Nothing but high praise for me. Using the synth tone on Masquerade was incredible. There's just a lot to this album that was really good. Yeah, high remarks for me. I'm gonna go. I've got some other stuff I gotta work on, but this is fun. This was a fun little baby stream listening party experience. I've been going for almost 2 hours now, so that's about my average stream length time anyway. I will be streaming live again tomorrow. I'll be back in KOTOR. I know I kind of keep putting KOTOR on the back burner, but we'll be back in Dantooine tomorrow in KOTOR. I'm going to edit down this portion. Thank you for watching. Again, if you're on the Patreon, I'm going to try my best to get the entire stream edited together, or at least cut and put on another platform so that you guys can watch it. See you later, Brady. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this after the fact, if you liked it, give it a like. I'll review the album in full when on the next listening log. But as far as initial reactions and initial thoughts, they're very high. I love this album very, very much, and I can see myself giving it a pretty glowing score as of right now. But yeah, you guys have good insights and situations. I'll see you another day. Hopefully you enjoyed this.